Before I get started, for those that don't know, Calibre is a system that many use, including myself, to organize our digital libraries. It's really good for importing and exporting books. I use it to import EPUBs to my Kobo Libre Color. I can change the metadata, meaning I can change different information about the book, not the book itself, but I could sort it differently in collections. I can add tags to it so that on my Kobo, it's sorted in a way that I want it to be sorted. I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks and just generally how I use this system for my Kobo Libre Color. So what you're looking at here is my actual digital library. So I have everything that I've ever needed to read on my Kobo here. It's not that many books just because I'm relatively new to ebooks. I'm mainly an audiobook reader, but the main things that I use Calibre for is changing metadata as well as uploading books onto my Kobo Libre Color. In this itself, if you right-click any of the books that you have downloaded on here, you can actually edit what's called the metadata of the book. So I'm not changing the actual content of the book, but I could change the cover and how it shows up on my Kobo, the information if it came in incorrectly, how I want it to sort, see how it says like title sort versus author sort. I could add tags like here I have romantasy, published information, and just in general making sure that it's aesthetically how I want it to show up on my Kobo. So I usually go through when I get a book downloaded onto here, I edit all of this metadata. You could also add series here. So you can see this is part of the Faye Isle series and it's book number 3. I went ahead and just plugged my Kobo in. As you can see, it's trying to connect to my computer because I want to show you what actually happens once your device is connected and how it shows up on Calibre. So as you can see now, there's a device section here. And if I click into this, it'll give me options on if I could eject the Kobo, show books in the main memory, how do I configure the device, update my metadata, and also if I click into it here, this is everything that's on my Kobo itself. You can see the title and the actual cover image shows up. So these are all the books that are actually on my Kobo. So how I use Calibre is this is the one-stop shop for my digital library. It's storing all of my books, it's making them how I want them to show up on my Kobo, and for when I was converting over to Amazon, or converting from Amazon to Kobo, it was transferring and configuring all of my Amazon DRM books to EPUBs so my Kobo could read it. This system's really good for those that read a lot of fan fiction. As you can see here, I added the cover art for Manigold. And here it is on my Kobo itself, so it has a cover art even though it's a fanfic. All that being said, Calibre is just a way to keep my digital library all in one place. I can mess around with how everything looks on my Kobo, but for me, it's just nice to have everything all safe and sound in one place, knowing that it's all the file types that will work with my e-reader and they all function well together.